All right, so it looks like it's right about 12 o'clock and we are going to get started. So welcome. Thank you all for joining us today. This is our commencement information session for spring 2026. And we are excited to have you. I'm Elizabeth Dilling. I run our parent and family programs today. And I set up this webinar with our enrollment services because they have lots of important information to go over with you if you are the graduate or if you are the family member of a graduate. And so we are going to get started. If you have questions during this session, you can go ahead and put those in the Q&A. We have a whole team with us today that's going to help answer those questions for you as we go along. You are on mute and your cameras are off, so you are not able to come unmuted. But if you do have questions, we will try to get to you in that Q&A. Also, with that being said, if you will put your email in there as well, in case for some reason we don't get back to you, we will email you the answer to that question. Sometimes we start to get a backlog in there and want to make sure that we get to everybody. So if we know who you are, it's easier for us to get to you. Today, we're going to spend some time talking about commencement. We're going to go through what marching orders are and what it looks like to participate and graduate. What your approved regalia is and what you need to wear for that day. Some important links. We'll also give you some time to ask those questions later in the conversation. Let you know who to contact if you do have questions. And then we'll talk about some fun things with our Parent and Family Association and then close out with y'all today as well. So here we go. Our guest that we have with us today online is our Assistant Vice President, Paul Parker, and Marty Richardson, who's our director that helps us with graduation support here. So I'm going to turn it over to Paul and Marty to take control here and go through that important information for y'all.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Marty Richardson, Director of Curriculum Support and Graduation in the Office of the Registrar. And one of our primary responsibilities is assisting our students who apply to graduate, get them through to commencement. So I would like to give you a definition of applying to graduate because sometimes our students get confused. Applying to graduate is necessary for everyone who is nearing degree completion in order to have an application on file, which begins the degree audit process. The application is also necessary to have on file by the commencement participation deadline in order for students to participate in commencement. You can see that our deadline has just passed. Our summer students who, I know we have some folks online here who have summer graduates. Our summer students are allowed to participate in spring commencement as long as their application was received by January 17th. And we're actually allowing that through January 19th, given that we had the holiday yesterday. Those summer students that apply after yesterday will automatically be included in our fall tassel upload. And just FYI, marching order changed to tassel, so I'll be referring to our to that system as tassel. The students will need to, if they haven't already, they go out to Owl Express, the graduation tab, and under the graduation tab is application to graduate. They click on application to graduate, takes them over to the Banner 9 portal where they complete the application. Upon completing the application, the application immediately populates in the header of DegreeWorks. So as far as confirmation is concerned, we are hoping to send out notifications to everyone the day after they apply, letting them know that their application's been received. But if they have any question about that, they can look in the header of DegreeWorks and they'll see that the application has been received. Okay, next screen. Elizabeth, can you advance to the next screen, please? Thank you. Tassel is our commencement reservation portal. Students who have applied to graduate before the posted deadline are automatically uploaded into Tassel. They do not need to create an account in advance. They will receive an email upon Tassel upload when the portal is open to accept reservations for spring commencement. This is the system that students will use to RSVP to attend commencement for spring. They have to complete this and successfully submit it by February 18th in order to participate in spring commencement. The Tassel reservation system also allows students to indicate how they want their name announced, as we have live name readers that work for Tassel that record each and every student's name. It will be announced during commencement. So Tassel, we have posted deadlines on the commencement website. I think we'll put that in the link so you'll be able to see those deadlines. Tassel will open during the semester in which the ceremony takes place, and it's only open for a limited amount of time. So it's really important that the students get out there and RSVP to attend. If the student does not plan on attending, they can also indicate no in the Tassel reservation system, and this will stop all communications regarding commencement from filtering into their email account. Okay, next slide, please. And here are your Tassel information, your deadlines and changes. The Tassel is necessary for us to determine the order of ceremonies. We have a large number of students who plan on participating in commencement, and we need to determine the order in which those colleges will participate. The order will be posted for spring by March 2nd to the commencement website. I don't believe that's going to be posted any sooner, but like I said, Tassel closes on February 18th. That gives us time to determine the order of ceremonies with posting on March 2nd. For those students for spring that missed the spring deadline of the yesterday, the 19th, we will have a wait list. The summer students will not be placed on the wait list. Summer students that apply late will have the opportunity to participate in fall. Our spring students, we will have a wait list. We will communicate with those students on the wait list, hopefully the week of March 2nd, to let them know what ceremonies are available that we can place them into. The ceremony attendance for spring is quite large. So when it comes to the wait list, sometimes we're not able to place students into their desired college, the college in which they're hoping to graduate from, because it's full. So we give that student an option to participate in a different ceremony. Next. The approved regalia. So when students come to check in prior to their ceremony, they must come wearing the approved regalia, which you see here in this picture has the 2 seals and the piping, the gold piping. That's really important. Students will come dressed with the gown unzipped in order to process through to the check-in area. Students must also arrive 30 minutes prior to the ceremony start time. And this is critical, as we do have a cutoff, and if students arrive late, we'll try and get them into another ceremony if available. So it's really important that students arrive on time. Ball caps cannot be worn. If you have questions about honors cords, honor cords for undergraduate students only are distributed by the National Honor Society, depending upon level of affiliation. Next. Commencement tickets, this is a big one. Every student who RSVPs to attend commencement will receive 4 guest tickets. And the big question is, are they able to purchase additional tickets? We will, depending upon availability, we will be opening up additional tickets. Typically that's 2, maximum 2 a piece. So that would be 6 tickets per student. Again, that depends upon availability. The student will need to log into their KSU ticket portal account and access tickets that way. Tickets are not sent to the student's email address. They are sent to the student's KSU ticket portal. We'll go into more detail about that, and we'll also have slides available for you after this presentation because the ticketing information is quite in depth. We also have guests who do not have their smartphone are going to need, their tickets can be printed at will call. We will have ticketing on site at check-in when the students check in to attend their commencement ceremony. If there are any ticketing issues that occur after the student is in the check-in area, our ticketing folks on hand will be able to assist your student in remedying that situation. Next. Oh, and one thing that's really important here is if students have questions about their tickets, they need to communicate with stadium@kennesaw.edu. The diploma commencement team cannot answer those questions. So again, any issues with ticketing, the email address is here, stadium@kennesaw.edu. Next. I think we have several slides here on transferring tickets. I'm not going to go into detail regarding this, but you will, like I said, you will have access to this information after the presentation. So you can go through when tickets are actually available and see how the transferring of tickets is done. Next. We have our important links here. Our commencement webpage. The commencement webpage has everything you need to know about commencement in general. Our ceremonies webpage will have information regarding the ceremony, the order of ceremonies, dates and times. The graduates information page is going to have information regarding regalia, honors, so forth. Guests and tickets will have information regarding where to park, where our guests can park, how tickets are distributed, ticket problems. It will also have, we have some items that are not allowed to be taken into the Convocation Center and also the Recreation Center, the Siegel Center. That is a clear bag policy. There will also be tents set up outside the Convocation Center where if our guests do bring bags, they will be able to check them there because they cannot take bags into the Convocation Center that are not clear bags. Next. And there we are. That's who we are. You can contact us, your student can contact us, and us being the diploma commencement team at diploma@kennesaw.edu, we'll be able to assist your student regarding any problems they may be having submitting their application to graduate, any questions they may have about the application to graduate, questions about honors, questions about check-in. Do know that your student, after RSVPing to attend commencement, will receive regular communications from the diploma commencement team throughout the spring semester. So hopefully we stay in good contact with them, but if they ever have questions, please ask them to reach out to us.
Marty, we have a question in the chat that you might be able to answer for us. Should those students already have access to TASL?
Students do not already have access to TASL. TASL is closed. It will open tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., hopefully. Your student will receive an email from TASL when the portal is open to accept reservations. So if it's 10:05 in the morning and they don't have an email, they shouldn't panic. It's because we actually on our side of the house are working that data right now, and we'll be uploading that data tomorrow morning. As soon as we upload, the student will receive an email.
Great, thank you. All right, we are going to let y'all have a little bit of time here to finish putting some questions in the Q&A. While you do that, we're going to watch the Know Before You Go video so we can make sure that we answer all those questions as well. And then we've got a little bit more of our presentation here to go. So we'll give y'all some time to get those questions in there if you have them. All right, thank you so much. We will put the link to that video in the chat as well, so y'all can rewatch it if you need to. I know there was some difficulty with the sound there. Hopefully you got those closed captions. We're going to turn it over to Madison, our program manager for Parent Family Programs, to talk about Forever Owl Fest. And y'all can keep putting those questions in the chat as well. We will continue to answer those. Also, for those that have asked, yes, this session is being recorded. We will get it in the next day or two, post it up on YouTube. We will share that link on Owl Life event for students, and then we will share it on our Owl Family Hub for parents that need to be able to watch it there. So there will be two ways to view there through that YouTube link. So we will get that to y'all as soon as we can. Madison, you're up.
All right, thank you. If you'll be able to click the slides for me, Elizabeth, I cannot see my screen for some reason. But so Forever Owl Fest, Abby kind of mentioned in the video, is a super exciting time right after each commencement ceremony where we have photo booths, different swag, props, things to hand out, and there's free Kona Ice in the summer, as well as free coffee for the winter graduation. So make sure to stop by Forever Owl Fest and walk around, get all the swag, and do all the things. We're there to celebrate you when you graduate and your family, and we're super excited to do so. And then we can move to bricks. So senior bricks, orders close on February 1st. So if you have a student that is graduating in the spring or in the fall of 2026, you want to go ahead and order your brick now. Bricks are $100 to purchase, and then 50% of that goes towards the Parent Family Grant Program Fund, which goes towards our registered student organizations, aka clubs here on campus. The kind of timeline again, so if you order February 1st, by February 1st through that QR code, your brick will be installed before spring commencement. And then orders are not starting again until the fall to be installed for spring 2027 commencement. So if you're a spring 2027 grad, you have some time, but if you're a spring 2026 or a fall 2026, you want to go ahead and get that brick purchase. And I'll put the link to order into the chat, and feel free to ask me any questions and I'll answer them in the Q&A. Thank you all so much for coming. As always, family@kennesaw.edu. If you have any questions or run into any issues, and like Elizabeth said, we'll be posting this later on. And thank you all so much for coming.
Yeah, we keep getting the dates, the questions about the dates. They're going to be posted on the website on March 2nd at the, but just for your purposes, the dates are Tuesday, May 12th through Friday, May 15th. But the ceremonies are going to be listed at the commencement website, and I'll put the link back in the chat.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so if you're looking to know when your student's particular college is going to graduate, that link right there is going to tell you in March. That's when that will be posted. Those deadlines are coming up still, so they need some time to figure out how many students and what times those will run. So keep an eye on that website, and y'all will know as soon as they're able to get all that arranged.
Yeah. The key thing there is to know is we don't have one ceremony. We'll have probably 9 to 10 ceremonies spread out over the 4 days. And on March the 2nd, that you'll see the dates posted. During the day, the ceremonies will be 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. and any evening ceremonies will be at 7 p.m.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and the question about children, as long as the child can sit in a lab, they will not need a ticket. Anybody who cannot sit on a lap will need a ticket in order to enter the building and be able to be seated.
We do have a question about honors. Okay, honors are for our undergraduate students only. And how do honor students receive additional awards? Honor students are recognized in the commencement book as cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude, which is determined by the GPA, the cumulative GPA of their previous term of attendance. The Latin honors at the end of term, when all grades have been posted, will be the honors that will appear on the student's diploma. Honors students may pick up an honors tassel in the bookstore. Our office will be sending a list of those eligible students to the bookstore this week. And then the student can go over to the bookstore. They can order their regalia if they wish there, or they can order it online at Jostens on the commencement website. They will be given a solid gold honors tassel. That they're not given, it is a cost of $15 per tassel. So we encourage them to hold on to it, otherwise they'll need to purchase an additional one at commencement. And how will students know if they're recognized for being at the top of their class? They need to look at the top of DegreeWorks and look for that GPA. The cumulative GPA of 3.5 to 3.69 is cum laude. 3.7 to 3.89 is magna cum laude. 3.9 to 4.0 is summa cum laude. Again, that's undergraduate students only. For our undergraduate students that have a 4.0, those students will, instead of receiving a gold tassel, are eligible for the white tassel. The white tassel indicates a 4.0 GPA.
Yeah.
I know one of the questions in there, Paul, is if they submitted their petition yesterday, is that still accepted, and are they able to graduate in spring?
Oh, the key thing is, as long as students have submitted their application to graduate, they are gonna, and they complete the requirements in their degree, they're gonna graduate. What I think people get mixed up on is commencement is a ceremony. That is why if students want to participate in commencement, the ceremony, they have to have submitted their application to graduate by yesterday evening. Students who have done that will be uploaded into tassel and be able to go through the process. Any students who waited to submit their application, say today and onward, will be put on a wait list and are not guaranteed the opportunity to participate in commencement. And if they are, they may not be guaranteed tickets. The students everyone needs to understand, everybody will be guaranteed 4 tickets, but there are no guarantees after that because of the amount of students participating in spring commencement. If there are going to be tickets available, they will be available on Tuesday, April 7th. There's a commencement RSVP and ticketing process, which I put in to the chat for people to go to. And you can see those dates from January 18th through April 14th. So those are the dates people need to be following as well. Once we upload the tassel, the key date from that point is February 15th. Students who do not RSVP at that time may not be eligible to participate based on the numbers of students. And if they are added to a wait list, it may not be for their ceremony because their ceremony may already be full. So they may be given options of additional ceremonies that have availability for students. Hopefully that has answered a lot of people's questions. A lot of tickets is 4, and after that, it's going to be based on availability. I do caution everyone if you're going to try to purchase additional tickets from students. There have been individuals in the past out there who were setting up erroneous accounts to get people to buy tickets, and not getting tickets. So be cautious of who you're purchasing tickets from. If students that have tickets to purchase, just be cautious and validate that you're able to get those tickets. Just so everybody knows, commencement is held in the Convocation Center, which is Rail Star Arena, located on the main campus at Kennesaw State, which is the Kennesaw campus. So, and that facility only holds about 600 students on the floor and about 32 to 3,400 guests, which is why we'll have approximately 9 to 10 ceremonies spread out over the 4 days. Tassel will be, when someone asks about the link to Tassel, that'll be provided in the email sent to all the students. And everyone needs to understand, email from our office, Tassel is going to the Kennesaw State University student email address. It does not go to personal email addresses. So students who come back and say they didn't get it because it didn't go to their personal email address, it is their responsibility to manage all communication for commencement and graduation through the Kennesaw State University email, student email account. I see a question about honor cords. You need to contact your point of contact for your honor agency or membership that you are. We do not have honor cords in the office of the registrar. Now we do honor tassels. The gold and the white are picked up through the bookstore. Caps and gowns can be purchased through either Johnston's or the KSU bookstore. And everyone should really make sure when you're either ordering through Johnston's, you understand their deadline to mail to the your home or to the KSU bookstore. If you're purchasing through the KSU bookstore, you have a little bit more time because they can ship it straight to there and the students can pick it up. We actually have students who will mail it there and pick it up the day of the ceremony, but just be cognizant when that happens, the regalia is a little crinkly and wrinkled. Yeah, customized stoles can be worn, but it has to be respectful and appropriate. We do reserve the right to remove anything, whether it's on the cap or on a stole, that's not appropriate. Students can check their application for graduation. If they log into DegreeWorks, they all see their account and also have application to graduation, and it'll list the semester, whether it's spring 2026 with their major or summer 2026 with their major in which they've applied for graduation. Yes, all ceremonies are located on the Kennesaw campus in the Convocation Center, which is also called Rail Star Arena. There are no commencement ceremonies on the Marietta campus, as there's a facility not large enough to handle the number of graduates.
We've had a couple questions about parking and whether family members and guests need a parking permit. Do you want to take a moment to talk about that?
Yeah, there's no parking permit needed, but we don't charge for parking. ADA parking will be allocated for specific spots on campus, designated spaces on campus, and as the lady was saying in the video, there'll be golf carts picking up those individuals and taking them to the Convocation Center. The main parking for all visitors is the east parking deck, which is right next to Rail Star Arena, Convocation Center. Graduates, students participating in commencement are asked to park over in the central deck. It's a little bit farther away, but it allows for more parking in the east deck for their guests. One of the questions is, when will the student know they're approved to graduate? That question's kind of wide. If you want to participate in commencement, you have to have submitted the application by Monday, January 19th. Second piece is to RSVP to attend by February 15th. Students who do that will be able to participate in spring commencement. In order to graduate, student has to complete the necessary requirements for their degree and major. And once they do that, they'll receive the degree in the semester in which they complete their requirements. And just as we're talking about that, typically, if say someone completed their degree requirements in May of 26, it's usually 6 to 8 weeks after that, my team, Marty's team, works on conferring degree. Then after that, 6 to 8 weeks in order for the diploma to be mailed to the student's mailing address.
Also important is as soon as the degree is awarded, excuse me, and the student can see that the application to graduate has moved to KSU Degrees in the header of DegreeWorks, the student may request an official copy of their transcript, which will show the degree awarded. There is a time lag between the time we award the degrees and we get them uploaded to our diploma vendor, which is Parchment. When we upload to Parchment, the student will receive an email that from Parchment that tells them that they have 72 hours to access their degree credential information, including diploma mailing address, with the link provided in the email to Parchment for them to validate that information. After 72 hours, whether the student validated or not, those credentials are then sent to print. From that point forward, you must allow 6 to 8 weeks for delivery. So it's not 6 to 8 weeks from commencement. It's 6 to 8 weeks for the delivery of the diploma after the student receives the notification from Parchment.
Hey, Marty, there's a question about what no curricula available for graduation application means. So that's a student who got an error trying to submit the application for graduation.
Typically, that means that the application already exists in the header of DegreeWorks. If it does not, and the student is receiving that error, they need to reach out to diploma@kennesaw.edu for assistance. The application is valid for 2 consecutive semesters. So if a student applied for graduation in fall, did not complete degree requirements, the graduation audit team will update that application to spring. The student doesn't need to do anything. And a lot of times students think they have to submit another application, and they do not. There are notes placed by the degree compliance specialists, which appear at the bottom of DegreeWorks. These are audit status notes. That note will tell the student if their application was updated to the next term or whether it was inactivated, because it was at the end of we've reached the end of the 2 consecutive term deadline. Excuse me. If an application has been inactivated, the student will need to submit another application to graduate and pay an additional fee associated with that credential at the time of submission, application submission.
All right, it looks like we are slowing down on questions here. We are going to stay on until 12:45, so that gives you about 2 more minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and end out. So if there's any last minute questions, go ahead and get those in the chat. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us. Again, this is being recorded, and so we will have that posted for you on YouTube within the next couple of days, and that link can be found in the OWL Family Hub, and it will also be posted in OWL Life for you if you need it. So if you are a student, you can check it out there. If you are a parent and you have any additional questions, you can always email us at family.kennesaw.edu. If you are a student and you are looking to email and have questions, you can email at diploma@kennesaw.edu. So thank you all for joining us today. We are going to give it 1 more minute, and then we are going to close out. Congratulations to y'all, and hope you have a successful spring and get to that fun commencement ceremony. All right, we are going to close out. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you do have any further questions, you are welcome to get us those questions via email. Thank you. Bye-bye.